Well, why I decided to start taking care of patients with brain tumors was actually I got talked into it, to be honest with you. But I also, at the time that happened, I realized that I didn't know a lot about them. And I also realized that I had a strong interest in neuropharmacology and delivery of agents to the brain and how we could better pharmacologically treat brain diseases. And so I thought that was a good sort of connection to a disease that really needed it at the time. Still does, but even more so then. It was before we had temozolomide. It was before we had bevacizumab. It was, there was a big need at the time. And so my interest was in neuropharmacology, and I had spent some time at the National Institutes of Health doing some basic science research in that regard. So that was really where I connected with it. And then I met one of the founding fathers of neuro-oncology who basically talked me into being a fellow with him. And then it just clicked. I loved the patients. I think they're really, truly the bravest people that I know, and I connected with that patient population, I think. And I enjoyed working with the neurosurgeons. I was lucky early in my career to have very wonderful, and still do, but to have really great neurosurgical colleagues, and excuse me. And so I think, it was a combination of just, the patient population. I mean, it's just such a frightening disease, and knowing that I could somehow guide them through that and help them through that, and sort of approach it with a what would I do if this were my family sort of mentality, and steer their ship for them was a really it meant a lot to me personally, just as a physician, and then to be able to combine that with being able to do the neuropharmacology that I enjoyed from a sort of scientific background and to do clinical trials, it was a perfect match for me.